I like going hunting, just me, my hound, and my gun. Chasing them deer, rabbit, and squirrel, now that's my kind of fun. I like going fishing too, I'll go on any whim, looking for the big bass, the crappie, and the brim. Just give me a wide open field to walk through. Give me an ocean so deep. I want to ride the longest river in the world, or maybe climb the highest mountain peak. I like going down to the fishing hole, my buddies and me and my old cane pole. Bait them hooks and wet them lines, it's the life I love so fine. It's almost supper time, you'd think the world was mine.
Now folks, I'm not an escapee from the local penitentiary out here in this white uniform here. I'm way off down in Texas with Clifton Tyler, who runs one of the most fabulous goose hunting expeditions, I guess, in this country. His daddy started before him, and all this white stuff you see laying around here is pieces of cloth that are used for decoys. And Clifton, how'd all this get started?
Just a minute, let me look at these geese, Archie. Well, I guess with us talking, they're not going to come in, but they'll be back a little later. Got started here on the account of people couldn't afford full-body decoys, and they used newspapers and diapers, white diapers. Look at the pintails right here.
Beautiful flock of pintails.
You want to shoot one of these geese, Archie, while we're talking?
I believe I'll shoot at one of them.
Wait a minute, let them come back.
Okay.
I don't think we're not going to have time for this introduction on account of the geese. But it got started in the middle 50s. Mainly, my father and another man were duck hunting guides, and all the geese showed up. And before anybody wanted to pay to go shoot them, the locals would just get out on a windy day and pass shoot them in a fog. Nobody really gave any notion to decoying any birds. But they tried the white tablecloths from a restaurant, and they worked. Geese decoyed to them. And then some of those duck hunters thought they would like to give it a try, shooting the geese. And before long, the goose hunting took over as the calling card.
Well, now, what's the closest town we're in right here?
Garwood.
Garwood, yeah. Texas.
Yeah.
That's from Houston. We're how far to the west?
70 miles.
70 miles west, and we're laying in rice fields, aren't we?
Right.
And that's what brings them in. They
come here mainly for the rice. They'll eat about anything. They'll feed in pastures here, in soybean fields, and they'll start eating winter grass pretty heavily in January and February. But mainly in November and the first part of December, they're in these rice fields.
They love that rice, don't they?
Yes, they do. Well, they'll eat everything out here.
All right, now you're using basically one or two calls.
Two.
To which, give us a call.
This one's real high-pitched, and we use it for calling specklebelly.
I see.
Make a real high-pitched sound.
Give it a whaler.
It's a high chopped note, and we usually break a reed about once a week doing this one.
I see.
And then this one I use for calling snows. I guess it sounds as good as anything, but probably more importantly than the exact note or magically being able to call geese, I don't know that can be done, but it's some noise. And it's also successful to give everybody in the spread a goose call. Just they make some kind of noise. Don't try to make it sound like it's New Year's Eve. And those geese like some kind of noise, some kind of sound when they're coming in.
And that gets them on in here.
Yeah. And then sometimes you got a gut setup where the geese are going to come in no matter what you do, and the guide blows his call so he can take credit for the geese decoys.
Well, we got plenty of them out here this morning. Let's see what we can do with them.
We're going to give it a whirl.
Okay.
Mr. Carter, get that snow.
Good shot. Good shot.
Yeah, somebody made a good shot.
That was a good shot. Who was that doing that shoot?
I believe that was Dad and Carter down there.
I see.
Take him, Archie. Greg, quick. Kill that one. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Finish. Okay.
All right. Somebody finished him off.
That was fun.
You never know where your shot will be, Archie. Probably the best thing to do is lay your gun down along your right side and be ready to shoot flat off your back, rolling either to the right or left.
I got you.
We used to find, after the first weekend of the season, maybe a half a dozen cripples on our holding ponds. We don't hunt. They're just there as sanctuary for the geese.
Yeah.
And one of those I went to on the second Sunday. Well, I was hunting with Greg and Mr. Carter and went over there to that holding pond, and there were over 30 crippled birds on it after one day of hunting.
On account of that steel shot.
Yeah.
So it ain't all it's cracked up to be, is it?
No, it's... I don't even know why they were cracking it up to be better than lead. They sold it to be as good as lead.
But it's not, is it?
Oh, no, it's horrible. Mr. Carter, can you kill that goose?
Good shot. Good shot.
That first shot just froze him. And then it was about 6 shots later before he got hit again. That first shot just locked him up like that. Yeah, if you shot first, you hit him. Get him, quick, quick, get him over there. A little far out.
Here's some more right there.
Get him quick. Get the lead with Greg.
And them wasn't bad right there, was it, Clifton?
Oh, we needed them to get about another 10 yards before shooting, but they started to flare.
Yeah.
So we took our best
We ought
shot.
to get some out of that wad right yonder, oughtn't we?
We'll see.
I don't know, Archie. Many birds we've had come by, they're not going to come in good.
Take them, take them. Get this close one anyway.
Look how far that bird fell back there.
Yeah, that's something in that wind.
Boy, when they throw that breast up, they are gone.
Take them, quick, take them, take them.
Got one. Didn't lead up about 15 feet.
Archie, get him right there. Archie, come on.
There you go. Oh, what a shot.
He was way out
What
there,
a
wasn't he?
shot.
Boy, that is a beautiful sight right there.
Yeah.
It's a hard way to make a living in it, Clifton.
No. You get tired of getting up at 3:30 every morning. But what most guys, they get real tired during the day, so they'll take a day off. And if we still won't wake up at 3:30.
Is that right?
Yeah. Wake up and want to hunt in fields they're feeding in, or fields adjacent to the fields they're feeding in, or in a field between the roost and the field they're going to feed in. Just having a lease, and because you got that piece of ground, you go hunt it every day, doesn't work on this.
No, you got to move around, hadn't you?
Yeah, it's too much of an accident to hope that they're going to come to your field every day, and that's impractical to think that anyway.
Well, you can shoot up a field too much too, can't you? In other words, They'll get where they won't come in for a day or two if you don't leave it alone, will it?
Yeah, we don't shoot a field 2 days in a row unless we get a limit of birds in the field, and conditions are the same. If we get a limit, a quick limit, and get out of the field and the geese come in behind us, then we'll hunt that field the next day.
I see.
If we got our shoot out of the field because of the proximity of the geese, then we may hunt it again.
I see.
If we blow the whole area from a hunt, then we'll go look for something else. Greg, get him quick.
Nope.
Now that dog keeps his eye right on that bird, don't he?
Take him. Get the snow right here.
Good. Got 2 out of that bunch. Good deal. Well, I'm gonna tell you now, I couldn't see what them others was, so I wouldn't shoot at them.
Oh, that's all right. We can shoot 3 more specks.
Okay. Greg?
Yeah.
It's getting fun.
Look, watch. Coming over.
Dave, get one.
Somebody got him.
Good shot, Dave. Good shot, son.
No, another speck.
I started to shoot, but I couldn't shoot. Couldn't roll that way.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I just barely could get that shot in.
How many specks is that?
But like old Dave put the hammer on that one.
2 more after that one.
Here's some more. Now, what are them cranes there, ain't they, Greg?
Yeah.
Go get that snow out.
Boy, they really have to fight that. Here it come again, Greg. Here it come again.
Got it. Get him. Anybody?
Good shot. Good shot. Now, Clifton, I've been sitting over there on my stand right yonder, and I looked around, I ain't seen no rice nowhere. Now, where's all the rice that these birds supposed to be eating on?
Well, they don't eat that much rice. I think a little bit of rice that's knocked off and left in these fields they'll eat, but the blackbirds and other birds get most of that rice. But the geese are eating everything else that's out here. This little green grass that's coming up, that's volunteer rice.
Volunteer rice.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Oh, a seed fell off and went into the ground.
So that
And
gives
that's
them
just
some.
a rice plant
I
that
see.
starts.
So there's a lot of that in there, aren't there?
Mm-hmm. And this is volunteer wild grass.
Uh-huh.
And they'll eat that. They like to pull it up and eat the root.
Oh, I see. Clifton, we've had a super goose hunt down here on one of your guided trips, and tell us your address and phone number and all how these folks know how to get in touch with you if they want to come goose hunting with you.
All they have to do is call me in Eagle Lake, Texas. I'm in the phone book. That number is 234-3346. And I've got a mailing address in Columbus, and that's 1139 Fannin in Columbus, Texas.
Columbus, Texas.
So just remember Eagle Lake and call information.
All right, well, tell us this too, Clifton. We had that old-timey hotel there that's built way back yonder. And is that kind of your headquarters?
Yeah, that's my headquarters. Bill and Helen Ferris owned that. They restored it in 1977.
Boy, it's a beautiful place.
They spent a lot of time and a pretty good deal of money restoring it, and did it just for goose hunters during the hunting season. And I asked them when they opened it, I was starting my club about the same time, and asked them if I could have all of my hunters come there for breakfast, even if they weren't staying there. And they said, sure, that's fine. So right now, about 90% of my hunters do stay there. About 10% will drive over and have their breakfast there and meet their guide. Works out real well.
That's real fine. Well, Mr. Carter, I seen you ambushing them on the other end over here. You was putting a hammer on them, wasn't you?
I sure was.
You done a good job. And Dave, it's your first goose hunt, isn't it, son?
Oh, yeah.
You was back behind us there, and you got some good shooting in too, didn't you?
Yeah, I got enough.
Now, we got two pros on the left over here, Greg Crane and his daddy Malcolm. Now, you don't have to worry about them. When they fly through, they're going to make it happen. So we had a good time, hadn't we, fellas?
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, let's go do it again. It's getting kind of cool out here. This wind blowing on us.
We got lots of birds to go clean.
You got to clean these birds, and we might even eat some of them here tonight. Wouldn't it be
That's
good?
right.
All right, well, y'all folks stay tuned again next week for some more Outdoors with Archie Phillips.